Good Sunday morning to you. I am out in the shop. Going to spend a few hours out here today. We're going to kick off the day with the Chaos blanks. We're going to get them out of clamps, and we're going to do glue up number 2. Got the blanks out of clamps, and you can see I've mixed them up. I've got 4, 5, 10, 11, 8, 9. Just did a mix up. I tried to keep it rectangular. These pieces are pretty small. Doubt I'll try to reattach that one. I don't know that I'll gain anything by reattaching that one, but we're going to go ahead and get this put together. I may stick the larger of the two on this end because the next set of cuts will be perpendicular to the grain. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to try, I think, they don't really line up. I was going to say I'll try to go right down the center of these diamonds, but they don't all line up. So we'll just do what we can and get it looking really, chaotic? Does that sound like the word I might want to use? I don't know. You tell me. Time to glue. Here are the 2 glue ups. They have been sitting in the house for about an hour now, maybe 45 to 50 minutes. I'm going to get them out of clamps, and we're going to go ahead and glue the 2 blocks together to make a single block. And later today, I hope to make the perpendicular cuts. While these have been gluing, I've got a mess over here on my table. I've gone up to the loft and dug out a bunch of different pieces of wood that I really liked. Dug out some, it's a bag of pin kits. There's some more kits back there. Some of those kits are older kits. I think I'm going to take them apart and, just disassemble them and reuse the kits instead of getting into new kits. I found a couple of Christmas ornament kits here. There are 2 of them. They use a 7mm tube, and I've got a tube with this one, no tube with that one, but I've already got one. It was a piece that I had cut off. You can see it's beveled from another to make another blank or another tube. So I'm going to go ahead and square that up. And I thought what I might do is I picked these out. I thought they were kind of pretty colors, and the orange was pretty. But I think what I might do is I have a bunch of, you can see in there, just small tube cutoffs in there, 7mm. I think I may go ahead and make 4 or 5 of them up and then show them to my wife, let her pick the one she likes, and then press the little finial and the, what do you call it, the piece at the top that the hook goes into the kit. So we'll see how that goes. But I got a bunch of stuff over here. I did pull this out. This is one of the blanks that I got from Kenneth Wines. He gave me this huge bag of blanks, and I dropped the bag, and this one broke into 3 pieces. Watch. Boop. So they look really good when you press them together. You can't see it, so I thought I would go ahead and glue those on the tube, put some rubber bands around them really tight to hold it in place, soak it in CA, and maybe get that one turned up. That might be a fun little video to do. I found a bunch of these cutoffs that I bought when I bought a big box of big box of kits. They were in the boxes, and I noticed I had some bolt actions in there. So I thought maybe I would, if these are long enough, maybe I'd go ahead and make up some thin red line, thin blue line bolt actions. So just kind of experimenting, getting stuff together, and hopefully I'll have some stuff to show you guys in some upcoming videos. Here's the full glue up. I'm going to take it in the house, let it dry for a little bit. We'll have it out here later today, and we'll make our perpendicular cuts. My lineup of pins is ready to go. This is what you're going to be seeing coming in the near future. I've got a thin blue line and a thin red line. Both are going to be on Magnum bolt actions in gunmetal. I've got the Kenneth Wines blank. I went ahead and put some rubber bands around it to keep it from coming apart. I don't want it to keep falling apart and the little pieces get loose. I will eventually, when I do the video, we'll soak that in some CA. I've got my piece of Mesure birch here to recreate the bottom of my pin there for, I just did this pin the other day. You haven't seen the video yet, but it'll be out in a couple of weeks. But I'm going to come back and do a follow-up where I take the bottom apart and we redo it to get rid of those splits I showed you. See a little split right there in the pin? I found the proper size tube, and it turns out the Liberty tube is the perfect size. And I've got the bushing here to prove it. And I'll talk about that in the video. This pin, I've got everything back together for, this is one of the Apollo pin kits from Bullseye. And I actually drilled the hole. I read the instructions incorrectly and drilled the hole. I recreated a dowel with a hole in it that is the proper size, and I've glued it in. It's ready to move to the next step. That's been on the table for a while. I've got these 4 little blanks. I thought this was neat. I got the olive wood and a couple of really cool looking, including a diamond cast, a couple of really cool looking blanks. And I made 3 additional tubes. I had the 1 tube. So I'm going to do 4 ornament blanks and let my wife pick the one she likes. We'll put those into, we'll snap those together, press them together, hang them on the tree. So this is what we've got coming. I'm going to start working on these today. I need a little bit longer on the blank in the house to dry. It's not ready to be cut yet. I just finished putting this together, so I'm gonna do a little bit more to prep this, and we'll start shooting the videos of, you know, prepping the blanks and getting the tubes glued in and all of the basic stuff, and have that ready to go so that next time we come to the shop, we can start turning. I just finished drilling and gluing up 4 ornament blanks. They need to dry overnight, let the epoxy on the tubes set and cure. I'm preparing to start the video on the thin red and thin blue line bolt action pins, but I thought I would stop. It's been a little over an hour now, and I want to get the Chaos blank out of the house, get the sled back on the table saw, and make the perpendicular cuts. The blanks have been cut. It's time to mix them up, get some veneers between them, and get them glued back up. This next round of glue ups is complete. We're gonna let them set for a while, and then we'll glue them into 2 blocks of 3 sets, and we'll finally put those together. We'll let them dry, hopefully overnight. I hope to get that done today, and I'll be ready to cut them into blanks next trip to the shop. I tell you what, I got so excited after I cut those and I got ready to start the glue ups that I went ahead and put my sled up, not thinking after I get them glued up, I gotta cut them into blanks. Not a big deal. It's actually safer up there anyway. Normally I just lean it against one of my tables around here, and I'm always afraid I'm gonna like kick something into it and damage it. So it's better off being up there. I'm gonna turn my attention back to preparing these pins. I'm hoping by the end of the day today to have all of these pins prepared so that when I come back out, I can square them up and turn them, and have all these blanks glued up so that when I come back out, I can cut them into blanks. If I get that far today, I'm gonna be fairly happy. It'll be a good day. The final glue up has been done on my blanks. They are drying in the house. I took them in before I got a photo, but the next time you see them, I'll be cutting them into blanks. So I'm happy about that. This is the Monsieur Birch blank I just got done making. This is going to be the body replacement for that pin that I did the other day that cracked. So I'm happy about that. That's my last glue up for today. My other glue ups are sitting over here. They are all drying and will need to dry overnight. I have 1 pin left to work on. That's this one, but I'm not going to get to it tonight. It's got to be cleaned up, and I've just got to, you know, double or test fit all of my bits to make sure everything is drilled to the proper diameters. There are like 3 different holes you drill in that. So we'll go back, we'll test everything and make sure it's dialed in, probably on one of the next trips to the shop. Got my final blank glued up and drying. None of these can be turned until at least tomorrow. So they're just gonna sit here. I'm pretty well gonna shut the shop down. I got my little caddy here full of all of my glue and everything. This goes in the house. I don't like to leave it outside because the epoxy gets so thick when it's cold that you can't hardly spread it. I also have my Titebond in the house. And with that, I think I'm gonna shut the lights off in the shop, and we are gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go in and get this little update video edited for you guys. I'll get the rest of the videos that I started making on the other pins. I'll get those onto the laptop, and as we add to them, when we complete each of the pins, you'll have some videos. I'm looking forward to a good December. Hopefully we'll get a bunch more videos knocked out, and I can get myself that much farther ahead, because when I get ahead on videos, it allows me the opportunity to just be out in the shop and to kind of play. And there are some things I'd like to kind of experiment with. I want to make more blanks. I want to make more how-tos on the blanks. I want to get back into turning the bespoke, artisan, kitless, whatever you call them, pens. I haven't done that for a long time, and I'd like to get back into it and get a little more serious about it. I've always dabbled here, dabbled there, and I've had some good videos, but I really want to explore that. So getting ahead on just the day-to-day stuff and the week-to-week videos allows me the opportunity to do that. So I've got blanks for sale, guys. I've got these blanks for sale. If you're interested, give me a holler. I will have the new Chaos blanks for sale when they're done drying. So let me know if you're interested. Shoot me an email. I'll put my email address in the video description. You know, let's not conduct business in the comments. That's between you and me. So feel free to shoot me an email, and we can discuss if you're interested in any of the blanks that I have for sale. I even have some other blanks for sale, and I can shoot you a link to, I have a video on all of those, and I can shoot you a link to that video if you're interested. These I don't have a video on because there's only 8 of them, and the Chaos I haven't finished yet. So let me know. been great hanging out with you. I hope to see you again very, very soon. Maybe if we're lucky, I'll make it out here tomorrow night. Take care. Have a great evening, and I will see you again very, very soon.